Now we're ready for the 145-pound weight class. Ryan Ryder from Shawnee will be in red against Anthony DeWitt of Delphos St. John. This is the second Blue Jay that's in championship action. Brian Merschman fell short against Kyle Begg in the 119-pound weight class. This is the first Indian of two in the championships, and Ryan Ryder very highly regarded in the area for wrestling.
You know, Ryan's ranked number 1, 140-pound weight class, and Anthony's right behind him, ranked number 2.
Yep.
And this is going to be a good match. You got a good shot at Anthony. You can see these guys are getting a little bit bigger, upper body-wise, a little bit stronger, and should be a good one to see here. Comes out on top.
Both guys coming off pins in their 5th match of the day. Aaron Rumbaugh of Bath fell victim to Ryder in 5 minutes, 4 seconds, so really a long time to go for the pin. Jacob Leach fell short against DeWitt in 1:59, and the first points of the match scored by DeWitt. Nice move.
It's called a drag. He ends up getting there, and he drags him by. Very good move. Again, we talk about that upper body strength, and he used that to his advantage. He has the legs in now, and he's working in. He's working on what we call power halves with the legs, and in very good position right now. And this is tough because you get to really abuse the guy a little bit. And I don't mean that in a negative way. You got your weight on him. You got your hips involved. You got a lot of pressure on the guy that's on the bottom.
DeWitt perfect on the year coming into this one. Ryan Ryder 9-2 on the year, 28-10 overall heading into this morning, and DeWitt certainly controlling the pace thus far.
The officials were checking with each other at times. It's close to being almost having his hands locked. When you take the guy down to the mat, you can't have your hands locked around his waist. And but he didn't call it. He separated as soon as they hit the mat, so he's all right. Now he's got what we call a chicken wing. We end up seeing that he's working for that, and Anthony's trying to get that in with a one-on-one, a chicken wing. But again, we end up looking at Ryan's working for wrist control on the edge of the mat.
Takes him out of bounds, so they'll restart again with Ryder on the bottom. 145-pound weight class. This is the championship. Shawnee leading the event coming into this final round of wrestling with 292 points.
And this is a couple big matches for the for the Indians here to get some points, to get some champions. Again, working to get the legs in, but he's too high now. You see where Ryan's got a hold of his legs there, and he's too high.
And he skipped away without being brought down. Now they're head-to-head.
Working for that drag again. Now we got possible throw position here. We'll see if these guys like to throw, and they're off the mat.
DeWitt started the day with a pin on Ryan Wood of Allen East in just 1:19. Ryder, a technical fall over Jeff Porter of Elida. Both these guys have done well in pool play, winning their pools, and that's why they're here.
Well, they're good wrestlers. They're not hiding from anybody. They're the guys that you expect to be here in the finals of this weight class. And so far, it's been a real close match. A good another attempt at a throw. Good counter by Ryan that time for a 2-point takedown.
Great quickness makes it 3-2. That's his first lead as the first period ends. So really, the first half of that first period was dominated by DeWitt, and then Ryder came to life there in the last 30 seconds.
Again, we're looking at this attempt at a throw, and Ryan does a great job countering it, able to spin around and get the 2-point takedown.
Second period will begin with DeWitt down, and Ryder will cradle him.
Trying to get the legs in also. Both these guys like the legs for riding. We see that Anthony's maybe a little bit more physical. Ryan's sitting back a little bit more, not using his hips as much. Right now, trying to work a half Nelson in. Got to be careful here at exposing his shoulders. Does a good job rolling through with it. Again, trying to go to a grapevine now. Got both legs in, trying to extend him out.
No points, but certainly this has to take a toll as he sets him up for that move.
Again, got to be careful only. Now we got a half. He's going to get escape possibly. Both guys are doing a good job right here, rolling. Got a wizard in right now, but again, Ryan's doing a great job keeping behind and fighting around, not giving up.
1-point match midway through the second period. Anthony DeWitt of Delphos St. John's, perfect for the year. Ryan Ryder of Shawnee leading by 1. And our scoreboard says DeWitt is leading, but it is Ryder in front, 3-2. He'll try and add to that lead on top. Look at that move by DeWitt, though.
That's a Granby roll, but again, Ryan's not giving up and spinning behind. It's one of those rolls that looks nice, but you got to finish it. And wrist control is so key on that. You got to have wrist control to be able to get that separation. Again, to see no wrist control, and he's put himself in a little bit behind.
Midway through the second, and Ryder leading by 1, and just each wrestler matching move for move.
Again, we got Ryan's in here a little deep on a single leg, and I think we're going to have a stalemate here in a couple seconds at the officials. No one has an advantage or working for anything.
And they're both enjoying the breather, I think, where they can take a little break and now get up and have 24 seconds to go strong before the end of period number 2.
Well, definitely here, Anthony's going to want to get some points. He's on the bottom. He needs to get a point to get escape to tie the match. So it's something we want to see here. But he's not going to get it turning into him like that. He needs to try to get stand up or sit out, but he's not going to get it. But now he's got a leg, so he may prove me wrong here.
Ryder's also got a leg. Lots of upper body strength being exhibited by Ryder.
Okay, good job spinning behind, regaining control, working for a chicken wing.
That's how the second period will end. Ryder continues to lead 3-2. No points in that second period. But Ryder will start down for the third.
Well, that's definitely an advantage for Ryan there. To be able to ride him for the whole period and then to be able to start on the bottom. That's a big one. Now, he's got a chance here to reversal. He doesn't got his leg in there yet. We got a lock into the hand, so he's going to get a point when the officials stop action as they go out of bounds possibly here.
Trying to get his leg free, and then he does just that. There's the point. It's a 4-2 advantage now for Ryder. They'll go down once again.
And this is, again, to the advantage of Ryan. Ryan Ryder being on the bottom, being able to get out, get a point. Puts a little bit more pressure, on the Delphus wrestler to try to get that pinning combination, try to get some back points here.
Ryder beat Dylan Basil in round number 4 with a forfeit. DeWitt pinned Ben Smith in just 58 seconds in that 4th round of pool play. Been a busy day here at Spencerville High School for Brian Woods and the gang. 3 mats going all day, including right now. In the center mat, you're seeing championship action in the 145-pound weight class. Big 2 points there. A 6-2 advantage now for Ryder, and he's trying for more.
Ryan did a great job being patient there. He let Anthony get high with the legs and came out the back door, and then does a good job. Has the legs in himself right now.
We're under a minute here in the third. Put the head in the middle of the back there.
I've been very impressed by Ryan's ability to what we call scramble on the mat, being able to get in some questionable positions and able to recover, get back in control.
And they're going to check out Anthony DeWitt here, looking for blood. They'll go get him checked out. Looking ahead, the 152-pound weight class is next. Another Shawnee Indian, Kyler Washam, who's been very impressive over his career. He will take on Kyle Cavan of Lima Sr., who's certainly done a lot too, as we take a look at some of the mat rolling.
So you got the legs in here and the reversal, getting control, working there, trying to get control, working on the hash, trying to break his opponent down. Ryan Ryder is on top. And again, similar position as we get back to live action.
6-2 advantage for Ryder. Third period in the 145-pound weight class.
Working with the chicken wing now on a one-on-one. Going to try to run it here, try to get out in front and run a little bit with it.
Each school looking for their first championship of this 2007 Allen County Invitational. Bluffton has already claimed 2 titles.
Trying to lace the head here, get his foot blocked with the head, and he's going to get some possible back points right now as he gets him tilted over.
14 seconds.
Ryan just sees something pick up at the clock, so he knows he's in control. Just going to ride it out here and get the victory.
Ryan Ryder will finish off the 145-pound weight class with a championship. Finished third at the 140 last year at the Allen County Wrestling Invite, and he is your champion this time around by a score of 6-2.
That really helps out the Indians with the team competition. Gives them a champion, some major points there here in the final round.
And coming up next, the 152-pound weight class with Kyler Washam, which will be some